What's up, everybody? I'm finally going to be tackling what we can consider this a Madden 25 review slash Madden 15 wish list sort of thing. And I'm going to be doing this one, this series right here, or this set of episodes with one of my most respected, we'll call it a Madden colleague, Mr. Hurricane. We did it last year, so I hope you guys will enjoy it again this year. And I will be doing it with others as well. Here we go. Now, last year, Hurricane and I did a review, not necessarily a review, but just gave our thoughts on Madden 13 going into 25. And Hurricane was on such a bigger platform than me, so I definitely got to tell you how much I appreciate you doing that with me. But now I get to bring my people to you. How'd that sound?
Sounds good. I mean, your channel's really blown up with the MUT stuff this year, and you're definitely more into it than I am, so maybe you'll teach me a few things about Ultimate Team this year, because I know you and I both approach the mode differently. You're a lot more hardcore into it. I'm very casual when it comes to MUT, so it'll be interesting once you start bouncing some ideas here.
Yeah, definitely two perspectives and definitely two ways to look at this once we get the ball rolling. So myself, I started MUT back in Madden 12. I came in midway through it. You know, everybody knew how to get coins, which was pretty much if you got any coaches, stadiums, or uniforms, you throw them up for 1,000 coins, build up a ton of coins that way, and then you can start working. Hit the forums, make trades, X, Y, and Z. It was a pretty big and active community. Once we got to 13, and pretty sure Hurricane still remembers how this was, we got all of those overpowered cards.
Oh, man.
Right out the gate. And we were all pretty adamant about it. Me, not so much. I understood the gripes about it. Hurricane was extremely adamant about that.
Very against.
So yeah, I could definitely understand it. And I think that coming into 25, which is where we are now, in which a lot of people have jumped on board with Madden Ultimate Team, it saw a drastic difference. But that's kind of my background on Ultimate Team. I just jumped in it because I wanted to try something different on Madden, and I've stuck with it ever since. So Hurricane, what's your background on Madden Ultimate Team?
I think I got into it first in Madden 11. If that, whatever the first year was out, was the first year I played it, but not really hard until Madden 12, when, like you said, it was pretty easy to get coins in Madden 12. I would do the coach and stadium collections, and just use the process of coin rewards to get the cards you need for the next collection, and just keep going until you have a couple million. And then I enjoyed playing Madden Ultimate Team on 12, and then when 13 came around, like you said, the overpowered cards kind of turned me away from the mode, and so I played a lot less. And now, this year into Madden 25, the one thing that I did like more was that there were less overpowered cards, and so just individually, the games being played, I enjoyed those more, but there's so much more to the mode that we gotta dig into than just the individual games you play.
Absolutely. So, Kane, give me your pros and cons. Let's go on to pros first. Let's start this thing off on a positive note.
Let's go positive, and hopefully we don't get it out of the way too quick, but I did like the addition of Head-to-Head Seasons mode, which was their big thing this year. It's a more kind of organized way of playing against each other. And
an organized attempt.
We'll get in there. I got problems with it. I'm not sure if they're the same as yours.
Probably.
But I do like the concept. I'll say that.
The concept is there. This is why I said Madden 25 is a work in progress, in my opinion. And we'll talk about it as we go on. Keep going.
Another pro is the auction block still exists. I'm a big fan of the auction block.
I'm pretty sure you have a con on the auction block as well. Them taxes, baby.
Oh, wow, I forgot to write that down.
Hey, I'm not going to forget.
I don't get it.
Let me say this. Let me backtrack a little bit to your first pro, which is the head-to-head seasons. Now, I don't know if you have a con on the head-to-head seasons as well.
I do.
But since we're on it, let's just go on ahead and, you know what? If we got something, if you got a pro and a con on it, we're just gonna tackle both of them, get it both out the way. So, what would be your con on the head-to-head season mode?
because I don't want to say something that you're going to end up saying.
My con with head-to-head seasons is that you basically play players that it's more about your skill level than your team, because it's about winning games in the season and advancing up the ranks. So the matchmaking is determined upon ranks when it should be determined, in my opinion at least, on skill level of your team. After all, the mode is about your team, not your ability as a Madden player necessarily. So I get into so many games where I'm playing guys who their highest players are in the low 80s, they have a lot of 70s on their team, and it's just not as fun. I want to play more guys who are around my skill level, and it can get closer to that way. Like, the way I think it works better is if you play it consistently. Eventually you find your sweet spot. You find where you belong in terms of the Madden community, and you play players. I think if you put in a couple hundred games, you will play players around your team level and probably skill level. But because I've played under 100 games of head-to-head seasons, I'm still in like the 3rd or 4th tier, so I'm playing against a lot of teams who are still really low rated.
You just gave me a pretty good idea, but I want to ask you a quick question before I get into that idea. Let me write it down because I'm really quick to forget stuff. Okay, so the question I have is, damn, I'm sitting here writing down the question. So the next thing I wanted to say, so I wouldn't forget it, and I forgot what it is that I was about to say to you. Rank. When you say it's determined by rank, you're talking about rank of what?
Like which season tier you're in, whether it's rookie, pro, all Madden.
Okay, yeah. Now let me combat that. It actually isn't. For example, let's say if you have 2 guys that are in all pro, you're not necessarily going to match up with 2 guys that are in the 2 guys are in all pro. For example, you could have a guy that's in all Madden end up playing against a guy that's in pro, and that's actually been proven. As a matter of fact, I think that I played QJB, and he's in all Madden, and I'm in all pro because I don't play much. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much he plays, but he was able to get into the all Madden. Me, I don't play so much, and I was able to play against him. And it was by pure coincidence that we actually did match up, because we didn't schedule it, we didn't plan it, we didn't do anything like that. We just matched up. And I saw after when he put the video up, I said, "Oh, he's in all Madden." I'm nowhere near that. So kind of a what do we call that? We call that a botch. Kind of a botch with what they wanted to do there, because all Madden probably should be playing against all Madden, all Pro 1 should be playing against all Pro 1, and etc.
It depends on how you structure it, because there may be a point in time where you're online at 2 a.m. and there's nobody online in your rank. So I'm not sure if I'm just not playing at good times or whatever, and I'm not sure what order it goes through where its first tests are. If it's what's the most important thing to the search algorithm, is it matching you up with somebody in your rank, or is it more determined upon team skill level? I just want it to be heavier focused on team skill level, just because I think when you got that paper equality, basically, where my team is similar to your team, at least in terms of the players.
Okay, I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Your structure would be like, let's say we kept the tiers of all Madden, Pro, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, I think you keep them.
You keep those, but you put them in there based on what their team overall is. So if you get your team to a 95 overall, you should be in that all Madden class, is what you're saying?
Not exactly. I still think it should be based on winning, but I think that your opponent should be based on team.
Well, that would be kind of hard to put together, don't you think? Like once you're searching it.
Yeah, probably. Like, I like the idea of the levels, because as you advance up, your rewards are greater, and I guess there is some sort of competitive factor there, but I have not played a lot of people who are really around my team's skill level. I'm still playing a lot of guys who I think their teams are low 80s, high 70s.
Here's another problem. It's mind-boggling to me how the rewards you get for winning these games. There's tons of times where people will play the games and get no coins. I don't know if you've ever run into that. People have gone through several seasons and won't get any coins after winning a game. Won't get any
I don't
coins.
think that's happened to me.
I've seen it happen. Like, people tweeted me their pictures of them receiving nothing so many times. It's ridiculous. And then also, let's say you make it to the Super Bowl, I think like the amount of coins you get is so insignificant. The amount of coins you get for winning playoff games are so insignificant. You get like 2,500 coins, and like, what are we gonna do with that?
Yeah, right now I'm in Pro First string, and the Super Bowl is worth 7,500 coins in 2 packs.
Now, I think they're both reward packs. They're not gonna be good. They're not good. And then 7,500. So I guess that's enough to get you enough to buy a Pro pack. Still not any good. I think if you win the Super Bowl, you should definitely get a reward that's much more worth it.
25K.
Now we're talking.
Plus a pack or two, a quality pack.
Give me a good. I just won a Super Bowl.
Not a pack where it's like you get guaranteed 1 gold, because I'm gonna end up with a Christian Ponder or something.
Yeah, it's like, give me a clean pack, because the problem with it is, now what incentive do we have of playing head to head? To get 7,500 coins, you could get that by selling, quick sell. You can't even quick sell nothing, but you could get like a lucky silver, and you could probably sell it for that much. It's like the coin value just isn't there. When I'm playing games and I see like, oh, I could win 1,300 coins. Well, what card can I get with that? Oh, this bronze card? Yeah, I don't want to play this anymore because I'm wasting my time. I'll go through 8 to 10 games in a season. That'll get me, what, 1,300 coins? 13,000? 13,000 coins? Yeah, what can I get with that? Oh, this gold card. Oh, no. No, there's zero incentive in wanting to play if you're trying to build up your coins. We'll get into the coin thing because I'm pretty sure that's on your list as well.
That's like big key right there. Like when you talk about ways to build up coins in Madden, playing has never been anywhere close to one of the best options.
And it should be, because it should entice you to say, I built this great team, let me play with them. What incentive do we have of playing with them? We get good coins. Now, a lot of people, are card collectors, and, like not just virtual card collectors. A lot of people like the idea of being collectors and also sellers, which is a good thing. There's a good thing to that when it comes to Ultimate Team. But I think that there should be a greater balance because right now the incentive is to work the auction block. But not everybody purchased Madden. And this is another reason why you're not going to really get more of the hardcore Madden guys into Ultimate Team. And when I say hardcore, I mean the tournament guys. One reason that they're turned off about it is because they're not going to buy Madden to sit and play the auction all day. They want to play the game. And if you're playing a game and the objective is to get more coins and they're not getting the coins by playing the game, they might be turned off. So you got to have that balance that says, okay, this could be good for you if you want to be a guy that plays on the auction block and collects and do those things. If you want to be that type of guru, fine. Here's your balance. If you want to be the guy that takes your team and you put them on a gridiron and you want to play on the field, here's your balance right here. You could get, a good amount of coins. Like, it just needs to be more rewarding.
I agree, and I'm looking at the level breakdown right here where it shows how many players are in each tier, and if this is accurate, 78% of players on the PlayStation 3 version of MUT are still in the lowest tier. So, not very many people are playing a lot of games, it seems. 78% are in that lowest tier, and it's very easy to get up from rookie second to rookie first.
Yeah, because if you just play a couple of games, you're automatically in that tier. But if most of your time is spent on the auction block and not even really much of the trade block, but a little bit of the trade block.
So you would make the argument that if it was easier to build up your coins and therefore your team, that if that was the case, there would be a lot less than 78% still stuck in this bottom tier.
I would give it probably about 65%.
There's a lot of casuals
depending
who just
on
want to get their feet wet in the mode anyway.
Right.
But 78% is a pretty high number.
That really is, because that's saying a lot of people aren't actually playing the game. Because I really doubt that people will be stuck on rookie second string. It's so easy to get out of there. Like, you could put an 8-year-old on and get out of there. but it just means that people are just paying more attention to the which encourages more activity or interaction from the community. But at the same time, there's such a bigger community of people that can't connect with one another, which is why they come to YouTube, so that they can go in the comment section and find people to play and things like that, or find people to trade with. Which is why YouTube is such a big commodity when it comes to Ultimate Team, because you can have your forums, but if people don't know about it, and a lot of people gravitate toward YouTube first, that's where they build those relationships with